Hi guys, it's me Chrissy and I'm here in a different angle. What you think? And I'm also kind of working on my lighting. And that lighting requires me to sit on a stool. That's kind of, yeah, this is it. Anyways, I like it because I'm not so like blah white light, you know. Okay, so I'm here with the books 36 to 40 in my 2016 wrap up, and I'm actually really excited about this because I was able to read more than one book from Booktubeathon, and then I was sort of hanging on to the inspiration of 7 in 7, the readathon after Booktubeathon. So which is basically read 7 things in 7 days. I didn't read 7 things in 7 days, but I just sort of grabbed onto that hype while I could, you know, and I grabbed like the nearest thing that was really like easy to read, so I decided to grab that. And then the last one I just finished it because I really wanted to, you know, finish this wrap up. So the first thing that I read was Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, and I really enjoyed this. It's contemporary. There is no romance, thank God. I really enjoy contemporary books where there is no romance because it's real. Because I mean, like, like in real life, because this is basically supposed to be based off of real life, how often do you always get the girl at the end or the guy and they're so happen to be the perfect person and they're like the most beautiful, blah blah. I mean, come on. No, but then again, that's what fiction is. But then at the same time, you know, it's so saturated in that when I come across a book that has no romance and it is in that genre, it just, you know, it makes me like it again. Like, there is hope, but you know, that's just my opinion. And then, oh, by the way, I like the movie better than the book for obvious reasons, but the book does have some cool details that the movie doesn't. Okay, so then the next one I read was Orson Scott Card's A War of Gifts. This is actually a really good, like, Christmassy book, and it's just, yes, everything about this book is yes. Like, everything Ender's Game is yes. Oh yeah, I mean, it's so small and you can literally just finish it in 20 minutes if you're a fast reader or less, and it's just like you know, when a book just kind of, it's short but to the point and so deep, and like, I didn't expect to almost tear up, but I did. And yes, so good. The next one that I picked up was for was it 7 in 7, I think? Or, yes. Daredevil by Alexander Irvine and Tom Coker. It's Daredevil Noir. Noir. This is the Noir series of Marvel. I was able to find this in the used bookstore and I freaked out and I just bought it. Anyway, this basically is obviously noir, and I love the colors. Like, first thing you expect me to say, I love the colors, but yes, it has a lot of dark colors and Daredevil's red, but a lot of it is like in shadow. So that's pretty cool. And the thing about this one is it takes place in Prohibition era New York. So I thought it was new, like I thought it was this modern times, but nope, it's in New York. And basically Daredevil isn't a lawyer, he's the errand boy of Foggy, who like, he finds things out about clients and things like that. And in this one, what's this one about again? I read this really quickly. People are turning up dead, I believe, and he has to find out who's killing them, but at the same time there's mystery about his dad and whatnot. But yes, Daredevil, I loved it, so good. That's really all I can say about this. There's more Fisk in this, that's for sure. That's about it, really. I just enjoyed it. It was just a fun comic to read to pass the time. I wish I could go really in depth, like those comic reviewers and stuff like that, but yeah, I can't. Then the next one is from Winna, and this is from the package she sent me a year ago, and I think this is the Filipino literary fiction. So that is by Raymond John de Borja, and that is They Day Days. It's so cute, and the cover is obviously very adorable. And I like how there's pictures in it as well as prose and poetry. And I like the quotes as well. It's really cool. I wish that I was deep enough to understand some of the poetry going on here. But as we all know, I am a shallow pond. So, there we go. But, yeah, I mean, I may have to reread this just to get it. But it was something nice to just pass the time. And yeah, that's it. And then the last book that I read, I just had this urge to read something fast-paced. I don't know why. Sometimes I just get that because I read very short things, and I'm like honestly struggling to read Lady Midnight. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's too long, or maybe it's the wrong time. But I read like about 50-page bursts, and then after I get bored and just move on to something else. Maybe it's me, maybe it's the timing, I don't know. But anyways, so the last book that I picked up was Savages by John Winslow. Obviously this is a movie cover. The movie, I will admit, was not very good. And the ending, the ending is not what happened in the book. And then I think I read a review that said Hollywood doesn't have the guts to go with the ending that the book did. And then when I watched the movie, I realized, yeah, they really didn't. And it's kind of a shame, honestly, because of how it was. Watching the movie and then thinking about the book, I realized that the way he ended the book was the perfect ending for it, because how else are you gonna end that kind of story? And so this is about basically two best friends who love the same girl, and they're not like competing like what you see in like normal love triangles. This isn't really love triangle, it's just like their little love unit, and the boys love each other, but they're not gay. But they both love the girl, and it's like basically it's kind of like this author's version of like, I guess, the perfect relationship. It's like these two different sides of a man. Like one character, Ben, who's like really gentle and kind, and like he gives to charities, and not just gives to the charities. He goes and he builds schools. He digs wells in like third world countries. While his other main character, John, which is John, he's like an ex-Navy SEAL, and he's really hardcore, and he loves guns, and he basically has no guilt about killing a person. So it's like two different sides of a guy, and they both love this same girl who's really just like the typical like California blonde girl, but she's not I wouldn't say she's shallow. She's not shallow. She's just her own person. And it's just, their relationship's actually very interesting, and I haven't really read anything like that in fiction before. So basically, it's like having your best friend whom you love, who loves you too, and you both love the same girl, and she loves both of you equally, and there is no rivalry, it's all love. So like, that's a really interesting kind of relationship, you know. It's like the perfect relationship. Like, you love people who love you, and then it's all good, I guess. But other than that, this was a lot of action, good comedy. The prose was actually quite nice. I like some of his wordplay, but also some of his what's like, I think acronyms or something. I'm just I didn't get it. But yes, this is actually pretty good if you want something fast-paced. I saw a lot of good reviews and a little bit of negative reviews, but mostly this is reviewed well. So if you want something like fast-paced and kind of fun that has like a lot of action, this is basically like a cool movie in book form, which is better than the movie that they made out of the book. So that's it. These are the 5 things that I read for 36 to 40 in my 2016 wrap-up. Let me know what you guys think down below. You know, let's talk. And thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.